Hey family, so this weekend I received a package, and it's a package from Crafting Kingdoms, and they came to Kickstarter with this project on the back of Frosthaven. So here what I'm showing you is a carryall on one of the big things with neoprene mats, which is what this wonderful add-on is. It's of course how to store them. So they provided a couple of options. So the first option is presenting here. So it comes with a nice shoulder strap and the facility to be able to put your neoprene mats inside. Plenty of space in there for getting your hand in, and a drawstring closure. And also comes with this hard case. You can see there's quite a bit of heft to that. So again, their emblem for Crafting Kingdoms blazed upon it. This is a nice, good, solid cardboard tube to store your goodies, which in this case is firstly some tokens. So I've got a bit of a zoom in here for you. So these are life and experience trackers. So these are red and blue resin tokens, and you'll see those in situ later. And then he also had, as an extra bonus, some coasters. So you have the browny golden red ish side for Gloomhaven, and of course the bluer side for Frosthaven. 4 of those. So they were a nice little add-on. Not that I purport drinks at the gaming table, but there you go. And then this is the main piece, being the neoprene mats to enhance your Gloomhaven and Frosthaven gaming experience. So here, seeing the Gloomhaven side of the neoprene mats. See, these are all stitched. So one of the key things with the neoprene is it can become unglued. Wasn't entirely sure why the coasters weren't also stitched, other than obviously cost. So a little bit disappointing, but that's fine. It is what it is. The main gaming mats, of course, are fully stitched all the way around, so that makes sure we get that longevity out of those. So here we have the monster neoprene. So there's a place here for the attack modifier decks. So you'll be turning cards from left to right to indicate their bonuses and effects. Space for 4 monsters, and then their individual pertinent decks, so you can lay those out next to your gaming area. And of course flip it over and you get the Frosthaven coloured side, the little snow areas, and again room for the 4 monsters that you encounter from scenario to scenario. So in addition to the monster tracker neoprene, there was also the option of a large character neoprene, and again you can see fully stitched all the way around, so you're going to get a good amount of longevity out of these. Really nice graphics. You've got an area here, so I'm using a crag heart for example, so we've got an area for the character board, so space for that to sit, an area here for the life and experience tracker to sit, or of course you can use these resin tokens, life cube and experience cube. So it's a slightly close-up view of what that would look like. So there's your life and your experience. My concern is obviously there's no way that that's indented, so if you do knock your board, they can potentially move. These are very, very small not 100% convinced on the outworking of that. It was a nice idea, but there it is. But anyway, so you've got a space for your original hit point and XP tracker to go and sit. You've got a dedicated space for your modifier deck for your character, and a space to turn that over as you play through each scenario. You've got a space for your character's backpack, representing various items. And you can see there's the numbers on each of these item spaces, so as a helpful little reminder as to how many pockets you have in order to carry items based on the level of your character. Of course, you can get a bag and whatnot to help you to overcome those limitations to a degree. And then there are dedicated space here for your hand item or items, your head, your body, your feet, and of course more bag items, up to 5. Then you have an area to the side that you can use to then dispose of items, so as they get consumed and are no longer retrievable in the game, there's a space for that. And of course, as they get tapped and used, you also have a space to the side that you can store those off as well, and then replenish back after a long rest. You have a space on the mat to store your hand, so when you've done choosing and you're playing in the game, and you've got a space to put that down. Very helpful, very, very good. You've got a space for your active area, so you can see yours and anyone else's choice for your chosen upper and lower selections. You've got a space for your discard next to your character mat, and of course for the burnt area as well. Got a space for a notepad for your character, you can keep note of everything you've got. You've got a space for your loot, and of course above that there you've got a space for your tokens for each of the characters, so you can keep track of the various chargeable powers and cards and abilities. You also have a space here for your life goal, so just keep in mind what you're working towards retirement, and of course the scenario goal as well, to earn your extra ticks to power up your abilities. So all in all, very, very good layout, very functional. Obviously it does take a little bit of room on the table. As I mentioned, I did opt for the larger neoprene mat option with everything there. I believe they did have 2 other options for small, medium and large, but I really like the overall design, the feel, the aesthetics. I thought they captured that Gloomhaven feel really, really well. And of course you can then flip it over and you get the Frosthaven side of the mat. So again, much the same layout. So you've got a place for all of your main character bits, your board, your cards, the play area, and discard and disposal for your backpack. This icon I felt was just a little bit, I don't know, just seemed a bit funny to me. Not entirely sure why, but we know what it is. It's for when you've tapped your items, and then give you a bit of a closer look on that tracker for your resin tokens that came with the neoprene. And of course, as before, you've got a place for your goals and your notes. And of course, when you've done with the game, as I mentioned at the outset, you have the option for storage, which has always been a bit of a bugbear with many people from a neoprene's perspective, is what do you do with them when they're not playing them? Well, here they thought of that as well and included a nice drawstring bag as an option, which is great for carrying around, transporting your goods, nice and flexible. Really nice effect with their logo on there. Of course, you've got the drawstring you can hang it up on, and the shoulder strap as well. And of course, there was the more robust, solid carrier if you prefer that. So that's it.